Hello, welcome everyone. I'm RxOliver, this is the gang, and we are playing The Electric State. This is Into the Dust, Session 8, or Chapter 2, Part 3. I'm here with Brew, Martin, Therator, and the awesome Games Master, Phil. Take it away with the recap, Phil.
Okay, so previously on Electric State, after being turned back by a police roadblock on the scene of a brutal murder, the travellers checked into the Amador Inn Hotel in the town of Liberty. The Amador is a surprisingly high-tech, upmarket establishment with computer-monitored automated systems, as well as a team of loyal service robots. The hotel is owned by a quirky brother and sister, Lolly and Jack Harney. The local sheriff, Old Toby, is a bit of a hardliner and seems to have a dislike of the Harneys. They in turn have no kind words to say about the sheriff. Indeed, they openly claim that he isn't who he claims to be. That he is, in fact, a convicted murderer called Alan Brown, who has returned to Liberty to kill again. And also, not only that, but they also learn that the current investigation is actually the third murder inside of a month. And late that night, Spider sees one of the guests slipping out of the hotel and heading over to the hot springs that lie behind the hotel at the bottom end of the hotel grounds. Suspicious of this, Cade Draper later heads out to investigate and is horrified to find the dismembered body of the Chinese lady, one of the fellow guests at the hotel, floating in one of the pools of the hot spring. But before he can do anything, before he can react further, Cade is suddenly struck from behind by an unseen assailant and falls unconscious. He's later found by one of the service robots who helps him back to the hotel. And then Cade promptly calls the police. Shortly after, the police arrive, and as they are cordoning off the crime scene, after a frantic call to his sister, Jack Harney comes over, and he just starts with just kind of a panicked voice. He said, "We're all in trouble. Lolly was right. Sheriff Toby isn't the sheriff. It's Alan Brown. He killed his sister, and now he's back, and he's going to kill us all." I think that's where we left it.
That's exactly where we left it.
Cade got back. I got him back from the spa thing just right because the robots were being a bit weird.
Cade had a bath with the dead woman, with the chopped up dead woman. Cade was part of the
water by the slip.
Cade,
and I fell in.
Cade, you were the breadstick in the dead woman soup.
Oh no.
I can't remember if we were actually in the pool, but yeah, he
was in the water with it.
And so, I think.
Look on.
Yeah, and I think I'm now currently with Toby now outside on the pool, showing him where I saw the body. I think at the moment talking.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
And you shit all over yourself as well.
Yeah. I imagine Cade was shitting himself. Yeah, fucking.
I would say probably by this. Probably by the point that you showed the sheriff the murder scene, he quickly has you return to back to the hotel, and as you're heading back to the hotel, Deputy God, what was his name?
Dylan or
Deputy
Dylan? Yes. No,
Deputy
don't
Dylan.
say that. Don't say that because I've not been able to get that out of my head. So Deputy Dylan, you passed Deputy Dylan on his way down to meet the sheriff.
Okay.
But yeah, so you leave them two. They're down the hot springs, sealing and kind of inspecting the murder scene, sealing that up, preparing to seal, cordon that off. But yeah, so you probably maybe arrive back at the Amador Inn just as Jack Harney has finished this kind of this panicked outburst. Does anybody remember what time it is? Because I suspect my clock's wrong. My clock says it's 1:15 in the morning. I don't think that's the case.
I think it is.
It was right off.
Is it not?
It was right at midnight.
So that is right then.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
No, because I I came out the
Oh
morning.
yeah, you've had a night's
after.
sleep. You've had a night's sleep. It's the morning after.
Yeah.
You were knocking boots. You dirty stop out.
That's what I wasn't sure about. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the middle of the night or not. I know it was early. It was early. It was about 1 o'clock, between 12 and 1 when you discovered the body, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then
So you-
I'd waited up and then gone to see him about that time, and then I guess everything started to unravel. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's going to be early doors still. Ain't it?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
It's been several weeks, people. We can't remember, so we're just going to get. We're just going to.
Didn't you rob that poor nice man that you shooked up with?
No,
she
well,
told, she did,
I think
she
I
did,
was-
she
I
did.
think I was going to, but we didn't know if he was his sister.
No, I did. I
Oh
did.
yeah, we thought he might be. We thought he might be.
I
just one.
robbed somebody. I
Yeah.
can't remember who it was, but I was going to rob him, but then I think I robbed somebody else. I did
think
rob
you
You tried to
somebody.
rob somebody at the desk.
I did rob somebody. I don't
You
remember
did.
who it
You
was.
tried to. You were going to rob Jack Harney, but then you ended up robbing. I think you robbed the businessman.
It doesn't matter as long as somebody got robbed. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. Huh?
Yeah, you got $5 and a skanky loyalty card.
It's the robbing that matters. It's the taking part that counts. It's not the winning.
So like I say, you're all the four of you are in reception. Jack Harney's just got off the phone with his sister, and he's going to kill us all.
I'm having some whiskey and
Molly
a
was
cigarette.
right.
Who the fuck is Kenny Brown? I mean, what's his name?
Alan Brown.
Alan Brown.
Alan Brown.
And so he gets this. He gets one of the posters, pulls one of the posters off the wall that his sister put up yesterday, and that's basically saying, proclaiming this, that don't trust the sheriff. He's not who he says he is. This is Alan Brown, and then there's a picture of supposedly of this Alan Brown, and then a picture of the sheriff. The picture of Alan Brown is kind of taken from a distance. And it's an old photo. It's an old photo, several years old. It's a little bit blurry, out of focus, faded. But it does. You can see the similarity.
And the sheriff has been sus from the moment we met him. He's been a sus guy, like.
That's what you say, yeah.
Him and Deputy Dylan, Deputy Dewey, Deputy Doofus, Deputy Doo-Doo. They are both a pair of dodgy looking boys. Like, I'm worried that Deputy's dangerous as well. Like, I'm inclined to believe them. Like, he looks like a sus one.
It says Alan Brown. It's several years. He killed his own sister, and he was arrested and tried. He went to prison, but he escaped, and now he's back. I didn't believe Lolly at first, but it's true.
How can you prove this? Because I'm like, I'm
Look,
gonna say out loud,
look.
but I'm looking at Kate thinking like, you fucking woke up with a dead body with no witnesses.
And how does a man?
Just looking at him. I'm looking at him so he knows what I'm thinking.
And how does a man replace a town sheriff like that as well? Where is the actual sheriff? Where's the real sheriff?
Yeah,
He must have killed him.
You need but you need evidence. You can't just be like,
Yeah.
this guy kind of
How do you
looks
get-
like this other guy. I'm like,
I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm inclined to believe you. It looks like an absolute sus one, but how are you going to prove it? How do you prove it? Where's the dead? You need to find the dead body of the actual guy, don't you? Where's the body?
I don't know. We just have to warn people. Lolly and I, we're just trying to warn people. Let them know the truth.
Well, thanks for warning us, cowboy. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude. Thank you.
And he turns to Erika and says, "You should be careful. You should."
Do you think it's him that's killed that's chopped up this woman into soup?
It must be. It must be.
Well, I just found the body, but I mean, I was knocked out, but it wasn't.
Did you see anybody?
We know it wasn't you, Cade. I joke around calling you killer, but I know you never killed that woman.
Thank you. Like,
And then I give him a wink when people are looking.
But why would you like attack this like little Chinese lady and then you think he killed like a student? There's like, there's a link between
Mad
those two
killers don't
people.
discriminate.
He's
Nancy,
a crazy
unfortunately.
person. He's a crazy person. He's just chopped up his sister.
Yeah, Nancy. It's a sick sad world out here, and mad killers don't discriminate, and they will just kill innocent little Chinese ladies like they don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter who it is, defenseless or not.
Where was
Like,
the student?
And I look at
Was
you
he-
as
was
a young vulnerable teenage girl. I'm like, doesn't matter who you are, they'll fucking kill you, and chop you up, cut your arms and legs off.
The student was found at the sheriff said it was the sheriff who said so. He was at they found his body scattered across the road and on the other side of the road. Just
So
all
not
chopped
in
up into bits.
not in the spa, but they've both been like properly decapitated, like split
just
into bits.
yeah.
That's the
Not just like arms chopped, just like proper like chopped up into small pieces.
Ooh, can I quiz Cade about the things like? Does it look like it was like, precision cutting, like like a surgeon or butcher, or was it more like?
do you think I want to study that
Shackle.
fucking dead corpse body
Were
parts?
you like swimming around in it? I'm sure you
I
had
fell
close up of like.
accidentally in the pool, Nancy.
It's like
For
that.
fuck's
It's
sake.
like that. It's something floating in front of his nose, and when you that old thing of a jobby floating in it. It's even the only thing that could be even worse than a jobby comes floating past your nose. It's a hand and wrist.
All I wanted was a good dip in the hot waters while we had the chance, and then fucking slipped on the fucking poolside and blood everywhere. That's great.
Two
Make
big
a cool
arse
song
cheeks
right
floating
there.
past.
Make a
Didn't you
cool
have a
song.
service robot that went out with you though?
Yes, and apparently did not do nothing to help me.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he
robot.
lied. He lied like my robot lied when I tried to give you guys a message.
And someone attacked you as well, and that robot's not done nothing about that. Like,
Yeah, I feel I have a bump in my head, I think, and I had some sort of wound on my chest or my stomach. What was it, Phil? I have a note in my
it's in your
book. I had,
back, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I had some like a bump, not the big bump, like a stick or something.
Like you've been stuck with a dart or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. It says in my notes here, but I did not specify.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he was like shot or
Yeah.
stabbed or something in the back. Yeah.
You were. I think you were hit over the back of the head, weren't you? I'm pretty sure.
I was,
I
I was
think-
knocked unconscious on the head, but then I had a bump on my back.
I'm pretty
Like a
sure he
stick,
got
like a-
stabbed or jabbed
Yeah.
with something in the back.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. Yeah. So there was. So there was a like a small, like a swollen, like a swelling on the back of the neck, back of your neck, wasn't it?
Ah, back on the neck. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
on the neck. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And it's
I
Yeah,
believe
because I
that-
think I was trying to look at it for you to see if it was like you've been injected with something or etc. Maybe.
But I was
Yeah, can I
surprised
move
not.
his typical greasy rocker hair out of the way and look
Well,
at
no,
his neck?
It moves like a flat.
He's had a wash in the Asian lady shampoo, so it's probably.
Okay, I'm sorry. So his greasy, bloody hair out of the way.
I need to take a shower.
Yeah. So is Erika having? You want to have a look, Erika?
Yeah, I want to see if it's maybe like Like,
Give me.
taser.
Oh, it is a taser mark.
Oh, okay.
It is a taser mark, yeah.
So
right
whoever-
to the back, it's right to the back of the skull. So they knew what to do. Like normally just like tasering somebody, it would put them down for a little while, but tasering them right at the base of the skull, that would just take them straight, put them straight down.
Oof.
So
Out for a while.
whoever did this is either conveniently timing like outages for the robots with their crime,
Or the robots are in cahoots.
or they have some sort of system access.
Oh, maybe that creepy guy with the computer, because creepy guy with the computer probably is going to
You
kill
mean the
people.
businessman at the bar?
Yeah, because we tried. I think me and you tried to something him, and it did not go well. So we don't know shit about him.
How do you
Erika
call
tried
it?
to
I
do some-
remember.
She was like obscuring his keyboard, asking how many
Oh,
words
yeah.
per second he can do in his.
Oh, that's right.
and saying he had fast fingers.
I don't. This isn't sounding like something I would say.
You did.
You got drunk on
You
the
got
misty
fast fingers. I bet you've got fast fingers.
Yeah, I remember
I'm
now.
pretty sure I wouldn't have said
Erica is
something like
cheesy
that.
when she's drunk with a chatter planes, like.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got fast fingers.
It was with swift fingers with it. How
I
many
mean, well,
months per
then
minute?
he
It was
may have.
sheer
He got
cheese.
he hacked the system or something. I was onto it, even in a drunken stupor.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I mean, it's kind of odd though, because nobody's used the Neurocasters either.
Has it been 24 hours or how long has it been since the roadblock with the murder?
So that was just the previous evening.
So less than 24 hours, huh?
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Less than probably
18.
only about 12. Yeah, maybe about 12 hours.
Also, me and Kay kind of need a rest, right? Because for some reason I've got one health point missing.
Oh, I've
I'm
not
guessing,
even looked yet, mate.
Don't we need to sleep every? Well, you slept kind of, right? Didn't you? Two of you kind of had sleep. Me and Kate didn't because I stayed up to wait for him for a bit.
I need some shower and sleep. I'm fucking covered in blood and dirt. I want to get to the shower.
I'm gonna be like,
Um,
hey, Kate, did you hit? There's a spa nearby if you want to go.
Oh yes, I want to go back there again. Yes, this Asian shampoo pool. Yes.
And then yeah, I'm on hope 3 out of 4 and health 5 out of 5. I'm good actually. Yeah.
My hope
Yeah,
could
I-
use some help, but I tried that
Me too.
last time.
There's
It
no
was
helping
more
you.
than I gained.
There's no helping it, Erika.
I finally lost hope in the last game, so I've only got half of it. So I need to chill out by myself. And
Well, then maybe
Yeah.
maybe you and Cade can take a shift of relaxing, whatever, and Spider and I
Sure.
can see what we can scrounge up.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
All right.
I hand Erica like a massive bag of condoms. I'm like, just in case.
I am so proud of you for
I'm
not
not being
I know,
involved in.
right?
I'm not being
cigarettes.
involved in any of that kind of scam. Erica, we'll rob people's wallets, but me and Erica are no getting involved in any kind of scam like that. She can do that when she's on her own. Spider's having none of that. behavior.
I'm above that behavior.
So you
I don't know
say.
That's
who
my fault.
you guys claim to have seen last night, but
I mean, I got you special Catholic condoms. They have a little hole in them for Jesus.
oh no!
So you can pretend you're having safe sex, but Jesus knows really. Jesus knows really that you're not. So it's
my
fine.
days.
Martin, you just cracked the code. You just cracked the code, mate.
The proliferator brand. I know.
Oh, you just cracked the code,
It's
Martin.
got the Pope's face on it and everything. They're
Oh,
real classic.
amazing. That is classic.
Oh my days.
The road to heaven is narrow.
Sorry, yeah.
Everyone
if
who's got
anyone's Catholic
Catholics
out
on your
there.
bingo card.
Yeah, I've not done the Catholics yet specifically. So there you go.
Got to. We need full representation for the bingo card.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got America, like a few episodes back?
America got carpet
Oh,
bombed
yeah,
a few episodes ago.
Yeah. So, as Donald Trump ordered, I'm going after the Catholics because that's what he told me to do.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to try and rob a couple of people's wallets? Because we really are broke.
What, what are you talking about?
Well, you said
I'm
we were
not
going to
a-
see what we can scrounge up. Is that not what
Why
you
are
meant?
we converting to highway robbery at this point? Like,
Listen,
I'm not discussing that. I'm going to my room. Fuck this all. I'm going to
me
the
too.
shower.
One, I'm a
I'm
criminal.
kidding. Yeah.
Anyway, two, it's the fucking apocalypse, remember? Like, this is a survival situation. We've still got TVs in that because it's a TV apocalypse. Like, it's it's one of those, yeah, but it's still the apocalypse. We can rob people. There's no rules. There's no
No.
police.
Yeah.
Well, there
So
is
anyway,
police,
so
but-
while you're having this discussion, the sheriff and deputy Dylan arrive back at the hotel, coming back in the hotel.
I'm
like,
watching this guy keenly.
Shaking the rain off his coat, and he hangs off his hat, and he hangs it up on a coat rack.
Does he look like that guy in the picture we saw?
I mean, the picture that Jack Harney has shown you of Alan Brown, it looks a bit like him, but it's hard to tell. The picture, like I said, the picture of Alan Brown is taken from a distance. It's not a full on, it's not full on from like full frontal picture. It's taken from a distance. It's old. It's blurry. So it does look like him.
Can I tell if he's wearing like a taser on his utility belt or anything?
He definitely does have a taser on his utility belt, as does the deputy, as well as a sidearm, and a taser and taser, sidearm, possibly some pepper spray as well.
Not a gun.
Yeah, sidearm. And,
he has a gun and a teaser and a pepper spray.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah, and of course some handcuffs. So he comes in, shakes off the rain off his coat and hangs it up, and he calls to Jack Harney. Says, "Jack, get out here! I need you, the rest of your staff, and I need you to call the guests down. I need to ask some questions." And kind of Jack, looking really nervous, he kind of like hold his head, kind of like kind of trying to shrink back a little bit. Of course, Sheriff, of course. And Jack turns to one of the waiter robots, one of the service robots, and instructs it to go and summon the guests. There's only a few guests in the hotel, one less now, of course. There's as well as yourselves. There's the unknown businessman and the Bakers, that old British couple that were staying here.
Oh, yeah, I spoke to them. They were nice.
Yeah. This service robot dutifully heads off upstairs to inform the guests.
I'm eye on him as well. He's a sus one as well. Like.
To summon the guests to bring them down to the lobby. So while he's waiting for the other guests, the sheriff questions takes the opportunity to question the four of you, asking you where you were, did you see anything?
I've seen Daria, Celebrity Deathmatch, Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill. Just chilling, officer. Above the table, like before I'm speaking to him, guys, remember, if he's not a real cop and the deputy's not a real cop, they don't have the same training and expertise. We can bum rush them and take their guns right off them easily if we need to. Remember that. They're no real cops. They don't have the training. Like, if we want to have these guys, we'll have them, no problem. Just remember that.
Maybe wait a little bit longer before we decide that?
No, I'm not saying we're going to do that. I'm just saying, remember, if it comes to that, the odds are actually in our favour. Don't forget, they're no real cops with real training and that.
I've already got a gun, and I'm pretty sure Cade's got one.
I have a gun as well.
I've got a gun as well. We've already got more guns than them.
We're doing pretty well with the guns.
What about Erika? Erika's got some cannons,
Lethal-wise, I have a combat knife.
We need to get you tooled up a bit better. I'm going to steal you a gun.
So old Toby, Sheriff Toby. Sheriff Toby says, Mr. Draper, could you're the one that found the body.
I'm just like, look at my bodies. Yes. Did you see that?
Found it is one way to say it.
How did that come about, Mr. Draper?
Well, since this was one opportunity to enjoy the hot springs before we had to leave again, I wanted to enjoy the hot springs. I went out there with the robot, and it was still raining, but once I get in the water, it will be fine because of the heat. And I slipped, I fell, and I saw the head flowing right beside me, and I was in the water. And I went off the water. I went to the robot to call the police. The robot did not fucking do it, apparently. And then suddenly, I felt something hit me in the back, and I fell unconscious. As you can see here, I show him my bruise.
Okay, and he kind of looks at it and then motions over to the deputy who comes over and looks at it as well. So that's So you said you asked the one of the service droids for assistance.
Yeah, I asked him to call the police, but apparently they did not.
Mr. Harney, can you you of course can give us access to the system's records? Yeah, Sheriff. I suppose so. I can go and sort that out. And he goes to kind of scuttle off. And, whoa, no, we can get that later, Jack. You just wait here. And this is the first time you just decided to go down to the hot spring on a whim.
Like I said, then one night, specialty before we had to move on to my gig in Las Vegas.
New Vegas.
I was thinking Fallout.
Oh, we know. We're the exact same kind of nerd as you. We knew exactly what that was. That Freudian.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, Mr. Drake. Nobody's going to be going anywhere tomorrow. The roadblock is still in place. We're still surveying the scene, and this development changes things dramatically. And you were all potential suspects. I'm sure you realise that.
Of course we are.
I reported fucking body, and I need to get to my fucking gig.
Until I
Do you really
find
think if
the
I
person
was suspecting
responsible.
this, I would still be here, officer? Do I look like a dumb criminal?
You're still here because the road's blocked, sir. It doesn't matter. It doesn't alter the fact that nobody's going anywhere.
But the road was blocked because of a crime that occurred prior to our arrival. So my understanding
that
was
the first
that
I saw. That was the first I saw. That doesn't rule out any potential connection to the matter. You were all potential suspects, potential witnesses. So I'm afraid nobody's going anywhere. And
As everyone
roadblock will
as
remain
everyone in town
place.
is. As
The
everyone in
roadblock
town
will
is,
remain
right,
in place,
officer?
sir. I'm speaking, if you don't mind.
And I look him right in the eyes. As everyone in
The
town is.
roadblock will remain in place, and from today, there will be a roadblock across the southern road. No one will be coming in or out of Liberty until this matter is resolved.
And how long do you think it will be?
We agree, and obviously you will be compensating our rooms for the next 7 days. Then, obviously, because
I will ensure. I will, of course. I will ensure that Mr. Harney puts up those of you who have been inconvenienced by the situation.
7
Gonna
days
talk
in
to
the
the
VIP
British couple. I'm
sounds
like, the
not too
baker's
bad.
like, have you heard this? It's like, we want champagne as well.
Fully
Beer,
comped.
beer,
We're all getting fully
beer,
comped,
you
everyone.
Americans. getting the English couple to get involved, see if we can get some free stuff.
The British love a complaint for a free stuff. They'll be writing
They
about
love
it.
a complaint, and if you make them queue up, they'll cream the pants. Make them have an orderly queue.
If you just queue here and complain, you'll get some free stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be writing about it.
So the sheriff he goes to each of you in turn and asks you the same questions. Asks you, did you see anything? When was the last time you saw the woman who he calls Chung Nagyen?
Oh,
When?
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Drew. I was going to attempt to pronounce that, and you did a better job than I could ever do. That was really good. Nguyen.
Nguyen.
Yeah,
Nguyen.
it's really like one syllable.
Just
that whole
win.
name.
Yeah.
Nguyen.
Nguyen.
When
No,
is the
just-
easiest way to anglicize
Just win.
it?
When?
Like who, what, when?
Like when? Okay. When? Okay.
So yeah, he asks if any of you saw her, had any interaction with her, if she spoke to. So do any of you tell the sheriff anything
Also,
other than what Mr.
That's
what
no
Dre-
Chinese,
what Dre
Phil. It's
said?
either Korean or Vietnamese, but it's no Chinese.
Whatever.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, that's the one.
Okay. I apologise for my assumptions. But regardless, the sheriff asks you, he kind of quizzes you if you've had any interaction with you, if you noticed anything strange, did you see anybody untoward, So do any of you tell the sheriff anything other than what Cade has already told the sheriff?
I'll tell him I was just in the room. We've got VIP here, Sheriff. I've been enjoying the hot shower and the MTV, my friend, and the room service and the mini fridge.
So nobody tells us says anything extra to the sheriff.
I mean, I'll confirm the time frame because like, well, I was in the lobby for a few hours waiting for Cade, and then when he didn't turn up, I went with one of the robots. So that should all be on the security cameras for the exact time.
So you saw Mr. Draper down at Hot Springs as well.
Well, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him leave, and then when he wasn't back after a few, I don't know, two or 3 hours, like I asked the robot to contact him, and then it was having trouble, so I went with the robot, and then.
So you found Mr. Draper down the Hot Springs.
Yeah. Again, it's all on camera, though.
I'm sure I'll be able to confirm that. And did you see anything else? Did you see anybody else?
No, just, I mean, the robots are up. Oh, I don't even know what to tell the sheriff. I'm going to say these robots aren't very, I don't know, maybe they need like an upgrade or something, because they seem to be a little bit forgetful of some things, so.
I'll certainly be checking into that.
And we did see the Asian lady around, but I can't remember. I think when we entered the hotel, we saw her, but I can't remember if we saw her after then. So she was definitely. Well, she was alive when we arrived.
And did you see? Did she have any interaction with anybody else? Did you see anybody else?
I don't think
There's
so.
a group of kids outside that she had talked to briefly upon our arrival, but they all kind of scattered, I believe.
Can you remember what they looked like? Could you give me a description, miss?
Few of them teenagers, I think. It was raining and they were just huddled up.
Hoods up, teenagers.
Thank you. That might prove useful. You can. I think Cade, because it's been a while and you might not remember. So Cade and Nancy, you can both give us a. What would it be? Let me have a look. It would be. I guess it'd be a wits check.
Let me check. Okay.
That's one.
One success.
None.
You want success? Okay, so Cade, maybe you don't remember because of the taser to the back of the head. But Nancy, whether you share this or not is up to you. But there was something else that you did see down the like chain link fence that surrounds the entire property, and including the hot springs. There was in one corner, the hot springs is down at one corner, and one corner of the chain link fence was like cut, and it was kind of peeled open the one corner of the fence.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I'll tell my friends, but I don't think I'm gonna tell the cop yet.
Okay.
Alleged cop.
Okay.
Yet.
So you're gonna keep that to yourself. That's fine.
For now.
But yeah, so that is that's all everybody's going to share with the sheriff then, yes?
That's all that's pertinent.
Okay, very well.
Oh, I've got someone else I would like to share with the sheriff, but I'm not going to. It's
Well,
not. It's no information.
It's
I'm
Right.
free to take a shower now, Sheriff.
Yes. You can return to your rooms. I'll speak to the other guests and the rest of the staff. But it goes without saying that I'd appreciate if you didn't leave town. Well, and on this note, he turns to Deputy Dillon. He says, round up the other deputies and put a roadblock across the Southern Road. And he goes, yes, Sheriff. And he turns and he heads off. And then Sheriff Toby sort of goes into the diner, the restaurant area, the dining area of the hotel, where he begins to question the bakers and that businessman, as well as Jack Harney. Leaving the rest of you to do what you want.
Shit is questioning was he's obviously not a fucking sheriff. He's an absolute phony baloney.
They've got to suspect fucking me of all people. Fucking hell.
You're a killer.
Your self-defense.
People that watch this channel have seen me try and use that too many times as an excuse there, thought it's not going to fly. You're a killer.
Your self-defense.
Yeah, I'm running in the bathroom before Kate because I'm like, no offense, I know you have more reason to use the bathroom, but I don't want to be like scrubbing old lady bits when I have a shower. So I'll go first, and then you can just wait a few more minutes.
You can just...
Bye!
So you can just stew in your own filth in that woman's blood and guts for a few more minutes.
Just 'cause I don't want to
Just for another 45 minutes while Nancy has a shower. Another 55 minutes while Nancy has a shower.
Oh, Kate is fuming.
No, she's good. She just quick shower. She doesn't even wash her hair. She's like, yeah.
Oh, that's a 2-hour shower. You do all that. You do everything.
Yeah, Nancy needs to sleep and try and get some hope back. And she can get hope back when she's alone. Says I can reduce tension on my own without another traveler present. So, how long do I have to do that? Because that's how long I want to be in the bathroom for. So I'm hoping it's going to be.
Told you.
It has to be like about at least about having a bath would be fine. Yeah, having a nice relaxing bath. I'll do the.
Nancy writes 4 chapters of her novel in the bath.
Yeah, I'm right.
Kate's sitting out there stinking, covered in blood and shit.
Getting expired by the hot water and trying to brand Kate as a killer. So can I reduce that? Do I have to roll to reduce it?
Are we gonna? One of us adults gonna stay awake through the night while.
You don't have to roll to reduce it. When you do the
rest.
thing that reduces it, just reduces it.
So how many dicks? I'm usually good with hope. This is the first time I lost anything.
It's just the one. It's just the one. You just get the one back.
I just get one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the code. Oh wait, if I have a cigarette in the bath, then I'll get another one, right?
Yeah.
Because okay, cool.
You lose health if you have a
You
cigarette.
lose health if you have a cigarette, but you get hope.
You lose health. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the pregnancy
Just like
thing
real
starts.
life. That's how cigarettes work.
Gets rid of the life. Yeah, the life inside
That's
me's now
that's the
gone.
basic premise of how a cigarette works. You get a wee bit of relaxation
Yeah,
and
you
hope
don't know
in
anything
exchange
about the cigarette
for some of
industry.
your health.
Yeah, they were made to stop pregnancy. That's why cigarettes were invented by the Native Americans, like a long time ago.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Please don't use this for your own.
Anybody watching this channel for
Practices and
educational
advisement.
purposes is already fucked. Anybody who's been
Yeah.
watching this channel for education purposes is already dead in a horrific accident. Long time ago.
Please don't use any of my medical or psychological knowledge. to
Just
help you
don't
get
listen to
through any
anything
trauma.
Martin says. Don't take
Careful.
anything he says seriously, yeah. People know about you, it's alright.
No, I'm scared. You never
Are
know.
we gonna-
Some people like, I saw Dr. Martin on TV again, and now I'm pregnant.
Are we going to take a turn of like somebody being around and being awake so everybody's not sleeping at all the same time just in case anything happens through the night in this dodgy
I
place?
slept.
You did
Yeah, we
sleep.
could have done
And
It's
you slept, I think.
You
too,
had
right?
you had 90 seconds of fun and then 8 hours of sleep.
I think you've all had some degree of sleep. You had a few. You've all probably had a few hours. I mean, it's like I say, it's almost
you-
7 o'clock in the morning now.
I mean, being unconscious isn't kind of sleeping, right? On the stone.
Oh, I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
I
don't.
Are we just
Yeah,
going to sit here and wait for this deputy to murder us, for this dickhead and this deputy to murder us, or are we going to try and get out of here?
Well, why don't you or Brew need to spend up? I'll let Kate in the bathroom know. I'll be like, oh, I feel so refreshed now. I feel so zesty. So
Oh,
you
you
should
can
use the
see
bubble
me.
bath. It's really good. It's like the classy stuff. Yeah, it's really nice.
It is really good.
Yeah.
I've
No, excuse me,
still
Nancy.
got the bathrobe on, the motel bathrobe. Flippers.
So,
I
I
can.
think if we'd used all the little packets of shampoo and moisturizer and
Oh,
candles in the
gosh.
fuck all left.
I can use the Neurocaster to see, maybe do some research on this brown guy, or
Mm-hmm.
to look into maybe how the service robots have been
See if there's any trace
operating.
of anything
Yeah.
going on with those robots. Also,
Yeah.
if there's
Can you
any way
ha-
you can use the
can you-
Neurocaster to have a look at which exactly roads they are blocking, and if there is any other ones that would eventually get us out of town, if there's anything they're no covering. Don't know if the Neurocaster could help with that in any way. I'm not
Well,
a Neurocaster guy.
You've got a map. You've got a map that shows the road. So look.
Aye, but there might be
at-
ones that aren't on the map. It's the apocalypse, remember?
Yeah. I mean the Neurocat. Well, anyway, yeah.
We need to get gas anyway, don't we? I think if we go a different route.
Always need to
I
get
think.
gas.
But yeah, Brew, can you like check the?
I
I'm
would.
worried that the robots are gonna
I'm pretty
settle
sure we're full up
up. I
though.
think
I'm pretty sure we're full up. Gas is full up. We got gas here, I think. Didn't we?
Yeah, so maybe we look at like the service robots and see if there's any tampering
Yeah, because we're
before
fucked
the
if
cops
they
get
edit.
it.
Yeah, because if they say they edit me out of being in the lounge, or Cade, or you two, like coming out of your room, I don't know, we'd be fucked.
Maybe find a way to backhack if somebody did tamper.
Can we not send Cade into the Neurocaster though? Because
Oh, we for sure can. And that's what I was
He's
gonna
had-
vote for.
He has had a bit. He has had
because
a
you're
busy
already
day.
fucking cuckoo insane in the membrane. There's a 90s reference and a half for you boys. What a song.
I'm sleeping. I need my 7 hours sleep, whatever I need to get to rest up.
Okay.
I have slept. I am only down one hope, and what does hope go up with? Does that go up with sleep, or is that health that goes up with sleep?
No, yeah, it's health that goes up with sleep.
What does hope go up with?
Hope goes up with either using things that can boost your hope, like drugs, or your your
I've got
Yeah,
three
sleep-
uses left on some cigarettes. I'm going to reduce that by one.
signature items, or of course your tensions.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna reduce this pack of cigarettes' uses down from 3 to 2, and I'm gonna. Oh no, because that reduces the health, doesn't it?
Yeah, it loses your health.
Oh yes. Oh, that's
Your
why
hope.
my health is going. That's why my health is going down because I keep smoking. Okay. So
There's-
it's like, why is
there's-
my health
there's-
down?
Yes, there's no setback on the hard liquor. It's just hope up, and I've got 2 uses left on that, so I'm gonna drop that down to 1 use, and I'm gonna get 1 hope
Shit.
up from having some fucking hard liquor.
So you can only use one like per shift.
Aye,
Whether
aye.
it's one or the other. So
Like,
Yes.
technically, I could fucking die of smoking in this game. Like,
God
actually.
bless
Like, I could
hard
literally
liquor.
just start coughing like
have a
3
fatal
cigarettes.
asthma attack.
Yep. Fair
God bless
enough.
hard liquor. I am back up to full.
I need sleep
But yeah,
bad.
you
I've
can
got 2
all those things, cigarettes or drugs or booze or whatever. You can only use one per
All the
like,
best
shift.
things in life, you mean, Phil?
Yeah. You only gain the benefit of regaining hope from them once a day, essentially.
I can only regain hope by using my drugs.
But you can do it like from
Because
one.
I'm
You can do it from each day though. Like I could do the whiskey, like the hard liquor
No,
once, and I could
only
do the
one.
cigarettes
No,
once.
no, only one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
just one source can be used just once. You can choose. It doesn't matter which one you use, but it's only once.
If I look at the Neurocasters that they have in like the lobby area or whatever, do they look
They've got-
reliable,
Yeah,
or
they've got a
should
public one, eh?
like would I
Um,
know to use my own?
I mean, you could use your own. The one, I mean, this the Amador Inn is pretty high tech. It's pretty posh, quite a posh hotel. And the Neurocaster, the public Neurocaster itself is is quite an recent model as
decent
well.
one.
It appears to be a good reliable model.
I'm just worried that if I use that and there's some funny business going on, then
But yeah, I
lose
mean,
my marbles.
there's always that as
We're
well.
sending
so
Kate in.
it-
We're not sending
it's,
you in. You're
um,
fucking goosed already.
If you've got
All
concern, then it's always safer to use your own as well. Of course, it is.
I'm gonna lock me and Kate in the room so he can have a sleep, because I'm worried he'll go mental very shortly.
We're
Yeah,
sending
good
Kate in.
in that
We're
bathroom.
not-
Actually kill someone.
So,
So,
what are you all
Yeah,
doing?
just kill somebody.
Sleep in.
So yeah, so Nancy's going to return to her room to get some sleep.
I come out
yeah.
from the bathroom now, all clean. I go to my jacket, into my hidden pocket, take out my urine, and take a deep inhale of
Tell
my
you what.
urine.
There's a thing I could do, Phil. I would like to take advantage of the VIP room that we've got all fully comped and like keep getting loads, like more than I'm consuming snacks and drinks, and then I'd like to stock up our food stores that we've got for the road a little bit. By doing that, is that acceptable to do that? I mean, I'll make a show of like eating loads of stuff and drinking loads of drinks, so that when they see, they'll see all the shit. But
I will let you. You can exploit it to the point that you can get enough food for everybody for one day. But
I wouldn't expect you to
when
give me loads, but
even the service droids will like have a cut-off point.
aye. But I reckon I could squeeze a bit out of them. Get a day's worth of food for everybody.
Yeah, I'll allow you to get a day's worth of food for the road later. Yes, and,
Sweet.
you know, maybe it'll just be like snacks and things. But
Aye.
yeah, fair. That's fair.
Twinkies and Twiglets.
Yeah,
Drink-
Twinkle and Twiddler. So is that what Spider's doing?
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
So you're going back to your room then.
But I
Kate's
get back
going
in the
to her
lavish life
room.
and luxury watching Daria and King of the Hill. Yeah.
Nancy's going back to the room. What about Erika?
Erika is gonna be obsessive about figuring this stuff out, so she's gonna put on the Neurocaster.
Okay.
Oh no.
Told you to send
Okay.
Kate in.
So,
Don't listen to me.
before we do that, can you all roll? Not Erika. The rest of you, can you roll a d6 from the dice tray?
Okay.
Someone's getting murdered.
Don't say that.
The two for
Oh,
me.
just in case you didn't know, I'm sharing a room with Cade or something. I'm not by myself. Like,
Go on
doesn't
then,
make
Nancy.
any difference.
Okay.
No, you share a room with Erika. You don't
Aw.
share a room with Kate.
Well,
Okay.
whoever, but I'm not like alone. I would imagine, just like sleeping alone.
Okay. So yeah, the others go back to the rooms. You probably by this time the sheriff has finished questioning the rest of the guests and he's now speaking to Jack Harney, asking overhear the sheriff asking him where his sister is, and he needs to speak to her to his sister as soon as possible. But yeah, so you go over to the other room and sit down. I mean, the public Neurocast is pretty much like the one in the picture. It almost looks like a telephone booth. You know, one of those like those ones with the like glass canopies, perspex canopies around the thing. It probably has. I mean, it's a slightly poshy one, so it probably has like a nice, comfy seat to sit in as well. So you just basically list the Neurocaster off its where it sits, and then pop it on your head.
Be
Yeah.
careful or be lucky. Please.
Yay!
Okay, so you pop on the Neurocaster, and what are you doing? What are you doing?
I am going to try and see if there was any tampering with the service robots around the time that the sheriffs first arrived, I think, when that one apparently lied, and then at the same time that the murder could have happened.
Okay, so you want to hack into one of the service robots then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. give us a hacking thing with the. So the Neurocaster is similar to the one that you've got. So you can just use the just use it from your character sheet.
Oh, wait.
16 and 11.
I gotta push it.
You do.
Oh God, you still got that, haven't you?
You still got your weird.
Oh
issue.
dear.
Oh my God, Colt lost 4.
Oh dear.
I'm at
What the
0.
fuck did you?
I
what
fucking
did
told you to be
do?
careful. You do not listen to me.
What the
Did you
fuck
listen
did
to
you
me?
do? It says gear damage. Did you like piss all over
My
this?
pupils just fill up my whole eye.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
And we left
Nice
it
one,
all
Drew.
alone while we're sleeping.
Can I
Oh.
get rid of the gear damage on that since it was the public one?
Yeah, so the gear, so you can remove the gear damage. Yeah, you're using the public one, so yeah, you can remove it from yours.
Yeah.
She's
you
broke
wrecked
their
that shit.
Neurocaster and everything. Her head's exploded inside it so hard she's damaged it.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So someone seems to have been tampering with the programming of the wait robots, of the service robots in the hotel, and you can see in the kind of records that's kept on their systems that that they were essentially sort of put temporarily, all kind of put into like standby mode around the time that that the lady was murdered.
But your head went pop, so
Cool.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I'm at 0 hope, so I think I'm stuck in here and I can't communicate that.
So you say
Unless.
so you lose all, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm at
this,
0.
But not only that, as you're doing this, you become aware of something. There's something wrong, something untoward in the Neuroscape.
Of course there
And
is.
as you sat there, kind of like going through the records, hacking into the files of the robots, like sort of file system, you become at first it's a smell like rotting meat, and then the light inside the Neuroscape around you seems to dim at the periphery, almost like you're developing tunnel vision, and you hear these strange like metallic screams, and every so often you catch like a blur of movement, and you see these misshapen bodies lumbering along in the shadows. That then this is the source of these weird sort of metallics, sounds like metal screaming. And as you look, as the hope leaves you, and you kind of look up, you see the looking up into the sky, and it's like the cloud. It's clouded, but it's like at first you think it's clouds, but it's more like black smoke. And the sun is black, and it burns with like a chemical, a lilac halo of light around it. And that's looking up and seeing these things, the smell. That is when hope drains from you, and you're lost to the Neuroscaster. You're lost to the Neuroscape.
Oh no.
Anybody have
What a wonderful world.
third character death on their bingo card tonight?
I mean, how long is she in there? Because eventually we'll go and check on her, but I guess you have to sleep for at least 7 hours, right? So it's gonna be like
I mean, I'm not gonna wait 7 hours. I'm
No,
conscious and walking about and scratching my nuts and watching TV and eating Twinkies. I'm not gonna like just forget about it for 7 hours. No, I'm gonna go down after some time. Because I told her, I said to her, put Cade in or be careful, be fucking careful. Where is Cade? Where's Cade?
We're sleeping. We're both asleep.
Because if I know
We can
Cade's
sleep.
sleeping, then I'll know that Erica's went in the Neuroscape, and if she's not came back after some time,
I would say that it's probably after, maybe after an hour or so. You head downstairs. The sheriff has gone, and you probably do find Erika.
Erica's brain fried like bacon.
Yeah, kind of just like
Oh.
sat, like
Remind me.
head low to one side, maybe a bit of drool running down her chin.
Is it if bliss reaches your high, like your hope, that you're stuck in there, or is it?
Yes, if your hope,
If your bliss is higher than your hope, then you're stuck in the Neuroscape forever. I think.
oh yeah, so you've not, no, so your bliss is 0, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm stuck or if I'm just like vegetable.
No, you're
Like,
just broken. You're broken. That's fine. We can fix you. We can fix you.
Yeah.
You're no
You
deed.
think you
You're no
can?
deed. I can't fix you. We can get you fixed. Somebody can fix you. I think. I hope. I'm being.
I think if I
optimistic.
get hope, then I get like a trauma, like. But and then bliss was the one that stuck me. Or
So
maybe
using neuronics causes you to accumulate points of bliss. Each time you fail a dice roll inside the Neuroscape, before pushing the roll, your bliss score is increased by 1. Pushing the roll carries further risk as it
Your
can
bliss is 1.
reduce- It can increase.
'Cause you
No,
failed
she
the
didn't
roll.
fail. She didn't fail.
Did.
She didn't.
Oh no, she never. She succeeded
Yeah. So
and
specific.
pushed it.
So you've lost hope. You are not. So no. So you aren't actually. You're not actually trapped in the Neurocast because you've got no bliss. It's just the experience is just so traumatic. It reduces your hope, so you will have a mental. It will trigger a mental breakdown.
Oh.
But I can still get myself out of this.
Yes, you can. You can. You can indeed. So it's probably when you see these things, that's probably when you wrench the headset, pull the headset off wrench it off your head, and you do suffer a mental trauma.
Yeah, another one.
Oh shit.
There's gonna be a second one.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Oh shit.
That'll be
Oh
fun.
no!
Everyone's like, oh shit, and Martin's just like with the most
I mean, we've
diabolical
already been
haha.
role playing this Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amnesiac. You cannot remember who the other players are.
Yeah.
This must
So
be
yeah,
roleplayed.
you wrench the headset off, and as you do, you just suddenly realize like you don't know where you are.
She's not gonna enjoy it when I pick her up and put her over my shoulder and carry her up the stairs then, is she?
Oh no!
No, it's like abduction for her.
Well, when I take it off, if I have no recollection of who I am or where I am, I think I would scream.
You would. I'll be like, shit, what's wrong with you, Erika? I need to get you in the room and throw you up over my shoulder in a fireman's carry trying to save your ass.
Down
And
to
then
touch.
and then you're like, I'm getting fucking abducted by this man! I'm like, fucking
Yeah.
Erika, shut up!
So yeah, you take off the helmet, and as you pull off the helmet, you suddenly realize you can't remember who you are, what you're doing here, wherever this is.
Erika, I told you, be careful.
So stay away from me. I don't know who you are.
Erika, I told you to be careful in that Neuroscape. You fucked yourself again. I told you to be careful. I told you send Cade in.
But I'm gonna walk out past you and look for anybody that looks like reliable help.
Oh, no.
You don't look like help right
Oh
now.
no, 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 no! I'm gonna follow you,
Oh.
and I'm gonna follow you out. Erika, where are you going?
Help!
Remember, you're broken. You can't do very much. Remember, nothing that requires
This
a roll or
man
anything.
is making me uncomfortable. Help!
Oh God!
I didn't wear
Oh
him. I think I
no!
got kidnapped.
Oh no!
Okay,
Oh,
so yeah, you wander through into reception. Of course, Jack.
Oh, fuck.
Jack is there, and he's what's the matter? What's the matter, Erika? What seems to be the problem?
She's lost her mind. She can't remember shit. She can't remember who anyone is, who she is. Erika, it's me, Spider. You're here at the Butthole Hotel
You
with
son
me and
of a
Nancy and
gangbanger.
Cade.
I don't know who you are.
I am some gangbanger, but you do know who I am. We're traveling
Does-
together to Vegas.
Does this Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Who's that? Danny DeVito? Does this Danny DeVito character look like he's trustworthy or more trustworthy than Spider?
I mean, if you're taking it on at face value, he looks. Yeah, I would guess he would. I guess he would. You got one guy kind of short, a little bit overweight, kind of chubby looking, who was bad hair, compared to this huge guy with
Maybe not
tattoos.
trustworthy, but safe. He looks safe.
Yeah.
I need you to help me. I have
Compared
no
to
clue
like
where I'm
a big
at.
bulker, this huge hulking biker guy. So you can, Spider, you can give us a wits check if you've got anything to do with persuasion or anything like that.
I've got driver.
No. Yeah. See if
Oh, my
Jack
tension
believes
things is
what you
all
say.
gone, so I don't even know who I've got tension with to even think
No,
about doing
it's
it.
to do with Jack. See if you're convincing Jack that.
Okay.
Because you're trying to tell him.
Would it not be an empathy roll?
Well, I'm going to take regardless. Going to take.
Well, they're both fours, and I've got a success.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to take.
I think I'm going to push for more successes to try and convince this guy, and I've got another one.
Okay, you did lose one hope.
Yeah, you
isn't
lose
it?
one hope automatically, but it's fine. I've got an extra success.
Okay, so Erika, it's me, Jack. You remember me, Jack?
No, I don't remember any of you. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on.
You're an irresponsible woman, Erika. You don't even remember this man for last night.
No.
I'll so he kind of sort of lowers his voice. I'll call a doctor. I'll call doctor. I'll call the doctor over. Maybe he can give us something to calm nerves. And he goes over and starts.
She's fucked herself
starts
in that
using the phone.
Neuroscape. She's pickled her head in that Neuroscape. She's done this before, and I told her not to go in it, and she's pickled her head in that Neuroscape.
So
You
yeah,
guys are
Jack
gonna have
goes
to
over
put
and
out a
starts.
silver alert. I'm gonna be wondering.
I know. I have to try and convince you to trust me, that you know me, while I look like this.
In my head now, you've got like an alien or a cone head when you took it off because you're.
I'm gonna have to go and get Nancy. Jack, wait here.
I'm a conehead.
Jack, don't let her go anywhere. We're traveling with a young girl. If that young girl can convince her that she's with us, she might feel a bit more safe. But you know me, Jack. You saw me last night. We're traveling with Erika. I'm gonna go and get Nancy, the teenager that we're traveling with. Stay here, Jack, and don't let Erika go anywhere.
So he kind of nods and he's like I say, he's on the phone. So, and you can hear him speaking to somebody on the end of the phone.
Don't fucking go anywhere, you idiot. I'm gonna go get Nancy.
Okay. What's Erika doing? You can see. So this guy, this huge bike guy's run off upstairs, saying he's going to fetch somebody else. You don't know. The other guy who's telling you to calm down, he's gone on the phone. You can hear him talking to him, saying he's obviously speaking to a doctor, saying, asking them to come over. There's somebody's had a breakdown after using the Neurocaster.
Is there like an office space or somewhere that would be like secluded and kind of safe looking?
Yeah, the little Neurocaster room. Do you remember? It's really safe, secure.
Not a padded room. I wanna.
Oh my.
There's probably probably one of the side rooms. Yeah. Well, in fact, there's as you're looking around, you see there's an unmarked door. Well, it's there's a door that you've not been through before. Well, you don't know, do you?
I've never been here.
There's a door to the side of the reception, kind of set back from reception. That's it says staff only on it.
I'll go in there.
Okay.
Because you could be staff, you don't know, so it's like whatever only for you.
Well, and obviously some gangbangers not gonna follow me back in here. Like that'd be a no-no.
No, because you're gonna scream fucking rape, and everyone's gonna go mental. It's gonna be the worst situation ever.
She'll be like staff only.
I know this is the worst ever. I'm trying to help. I look like an absolute thug. You don't know who I am. You don't even know who you are. This is a nightmare.
I just want to sit down and not be harassed by some tatted weirdo and wait for the doctor to come.
I'm gonna get Nancy. You're gonna have to try and convince Erika that she's with us.
Have I had enough sleep in this time?
No, not yet.
I don't care.
There's only about an hour past.
So just had my bath. I'll be sort of like maybe whispering to Kate. I'm like, glad we get to have our peaceful time now, and nothing else can happen. Like
bang, 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 bang. Nancy, fucking come here.
Like what? It's like I need to sleep.
There's a big problem with Erika. You cannot sleep. You can fucking sleep after we've got a big problem with Erika. She's fucked it in the Neuroscape again. She's pickled her head. She doesn't know who she is. She can't remember who she is. She can't remember who I am. She thinks I'm fucking trying to kidnap her. She's downstairs with that Jack guy, and I've told him to try and make sure she doesn't go anywhere. You need to come and remind her who she is and that she's with us and that she's safe. She's fucking freaking out, thinks I'm trying to put her in the back of a van.
I mean, come on. I mean, you have a mirror. You know what you look like.
I know what I look like. This is the point. And this is why I'm in a fucking such a situation here. Because other people are going to think I'm fucking trying to kidnap her as well. That's why I need you, Nancy.
So, of course, because when you got a problem, you want to call a teenage girl, because they can usually solve all the problems. I'll
Nancy Drew Mysteries.
Yep. I'm like, yep, I can fix this. It's like, I've seen all those Nickelodeon shows where teenage girls solve very
Save the
important
world,
problems for everything. Yep, right down. I'm like, I can fix this with my junior high degree. I'll be like, oh, I can't see Erika, but I presume you told me she's gone in the staff only thing.
You don't know that.
Oh, I'll be like.
So you go downstairs. If you go downstairs with, if the two of you go back downstairs, you find Jack's just coming off the phone. Says, I've phoned the doctor. The doctor's going to come round. Maybe he can give us some sedatives. Oh, where's she gone?
I mean,
did you not know? Are you not watching her?
What do you fucking mean? Where's she gone?
I was phoning the doctor.
Oh.
Can I ask the
receptionist?
Can I ask the?
She's not here. She's not here yet. She's not on duty yet.
She seems like the smart one that we've met out of the whole crew. So
yeah, Rebecca's not. She's not here yet.
Rebecca's. Is there anyone else? Oh, I guess that's one of the robots to be like, hey, fellow robot, did you see where my friend went?
It asks you.
She's called Erika.
So it takes one moment, and it kind of like thinks for a moment. No, I'm sorry, I have not seen Erika Wright.
Oh.
Get at it.
Oh, can I ask the bakers because they're still downstairs?
No, they're not downstairs anymore. They've gone back to the room.
I'll go running outside looking, because if she's fucking outside, wandered off into the woods.
Yeah, I guess I'll search. If you search outside, I'll search inside. And
You
I'll be
search
like,
it. I'll have a run outside.
opening all the doors downside and calling out Erika. I think she knows her
Erika!
name, right?
Erika! With my gun out. No, I'm kidding.
Not with my gun out. Nicely.
Okay, so Erika, so you go through this door and you find like a big. Go through this door. There's a set of stairs that lead down into a large basement underneath the Amador Inn. It's several corridors that branch off with numerous side rooms filled kind of storerooms filled with there's like a laundry room. There's a place where there's like cleaning supplies, things for. There's a room with various things for repairing stuff, kind of for repairing things around the hotel, for maintaining the rooms, repairing the Neurocasters. There's a room. There's a couple of rooms that are filled with spare parts for the robots, as well as several containing several half-built robots, kind of hung up on rigs. And you go into one of these rooms, and as you do this, you disturb this woman in the room. She looks.
I'm sorry.
She looks up. This area is staff only.
There was some man upstairs. I don't know who he was, and he was just yelling at me. I'm waiting for a doctor to get here. I didn't mean to intrude.
You should be careful.
I can't. I don't know who I am or where I am.
People are sick around here.
Like me? Like, am I in a hospital?
No, this is a hotel.
Do you know how I got here? Or how long I've been here?
So this is a person that you're speaking to. Another one. Says, yes, you're one of the guests.
Do you know my name?
I could find out.
Yeah, that would be probably a good starting point. I don't know if I came here with anybody or not. I'm not too sure what happened, but I just can't remember.
Just sit down over there for a moment. I'll go and find out.
Thank you. What was your name?
My name's Renell.
Thank you, Renell. I'll wait here. If a doctor does come, I know that they were calling one for me. But if there's some man up there that's tattooed, that's the guy that was trying to. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he caused this or what. So.
She comes over to you. She says, "Don't you worry. I'll go and find out."
Thank you. I'll wait here.
You can give me a wits check.
I have 0 hope, so I can't take any action.
Oh.
That's also true, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough then.
You can't make me.
Oh well, what I will do. So you can make a let's see, what is it? You see if you can self rally, because you can self rally. So let's give you an opportunity to do that. If you rally on your own after a shift point. Okay. Oh no, we can't with
I have a hardened thing that I get +2 dice to wits or empathy when resisting traumatic events. I guess.
I'm gonna let you do one anyway. You can make a wits check anyway. I'm gonna let you do one anyway.
How do I do it if it doesn't let me?
You just roll the number of dice from the dice tray.
Phil, because she's amnesiac, does that not mean she gets a hope back because she can't remember anything bad if that happened to her? Like, is that kind of...
I don't remember my obsessive tendencies.
Yep.
I have no. Is that so? My wits is 5. So would I roll
Yeah.
5 dice?
So if you click on the d6 and dice tray 5 times, and then click roll, it'll roll 5 dice.
One six
Okay.
and 1 1.
Okay. So
But I
it's,
have to
one-
push it.
You, ooh,
Do you? Can you remember? Can you remember
Well,
that you need to push
It's
it?
already breaking the rules, giving you the roll, so it,
Yeah,
maybe
it
doesn't
doesn't make
apply.
and it doesn't make any difference because your hope is at 0 anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. So Rinelle comes over. She kind of like you just sit down. She helps you. She kind of helps you down into a chair, and she, like I said, she's got this. It's kind of like got these kind of like this t-shirt on. She's got these dungarees on. Got this yellow baseball cap on. And as she helps sits down, she like kind of bends down and kind of settles you into this chair. You can see like what look you're not quite sure what it is. It looks like a couple of like black wires running out from underneath her cap.
Are you the mechanic down here, or?
I guess you could call me that. I'm the caretaker, I suppose. I take care of things. Take care of the robots and all the electronic stuff that the hand is employed to do the stuff they don't know anything about.
Oh well, you have a little something here. I don't know if it's from your tinkering, if it's stuck there.
Oh, she kind of like, oh, she like feels the back of the head, and then she kind of adjusts the cap. So, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. And then she jabs you with a taser in the neck.
Oh, no way.
Oh no.
Zippy zaps! Do I lose health?
So you can make a strength test to see if you remain conscious or not.
But she can't, no, mate. She's broken. She's fucked.
Yeah.
She
No,
can't
she
make
can't.
tests.
She can't take actions. She can't take actions.
I can't roll the dice.
Yeah.
So I have to just roll manually then.
Fuck.
Yeah, but she can't take actions. This isn't an action. This is kind of two. Okay, so yeah, you feel a sudden jolt. Feel and everything goes black.
Oh no.
This is quite the day.
It is, eh?
Oh my fucking days.
Wow.
I think Bree thought the last game was bad, but it's like the total opposite
That's,
of the last game.
we're really
That was
ramped
like,
up.
That was like,
really.
that was like fun and frisky. Today it's like,
The shit
what
has
the
really
fuck?
hit the fan tonight.
Oh no.
Bro, did you piss Phil off again? We warned you about this, okay? Don't piss Phil
I
off.
know. Have you guys had a falling out of you that we don't know about? I think that's a good time for a half-time, Phil, don't you?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think that is a good time for a half-time break. Yeah, why not?
See you soon,
We're
viewers.
just gonna
so,
smoke
yeah.
something in between.
So we'll be right back.
And we are back for part 2.
Okay, so what are the rest of you doing? So you gone so
After an
Cade
hour,
is,
Oh no.
Cade is
Erika.
resting still.
I'm looking for her
Spider is
outside.
is looking outside,
Yeah.
and Nancy's is looking around inside the hotel. Aren't you? So while you're looking around, you hear somebody speaking to Jack in reception. And you hear kind of softly spoken, sound like a woman's voice. You're not quite sure, but quite softly spoken. So it's up to you what you want to do.
Like, it's like, where's my friend gone? I got called down. He said my friend Spider said it's an emergency. Where the fuck is she anyway?
Jackson, I don't know. I was on the phone calling for the doctor, and this you see this woman, this woman in the like dungarees, with the baseball cap on. So I'm just gonna go and get some supplies, Jack. Yeah, Renel, yeah. Yeah, no problem. I said, but no, I don't know where she went. I was on the phone. When I turned round, she was gone.
Well, check the cameras. You can she's been gone like a few minutes. So, click on your computer, clickety clack.
Oh,
tell me where she's gone.
Okay, so he kind of he sort of goes up to the computer and says, I always have problems with this thing. So Renelle, she's.
Do you want me to come out because I'm a teenager, so I know if it's like it's Alt Shift, caps lock off.
So yeah, you can try. And, so he's trying. It's not. So the computer started up, but he's having trouble accessing. When he tries to, he's using the the UI on the computer. He's trying to access the cameras, and it's just not working. He's kind of clicking on things. It's just not working. Look, it's kind of click.
Boomer.
So perhaps you can maybe help him out. So meanwhile, Spider, you're outside looking around, shouting, wandering around the car park, wandering around the.
There's not even any point shouting Erika because she doesn't even know who Erika is.
No, she doesn't know.
But you told her that her name's Erika, so she might, something about it.
She's not going to believe anything I tell her. She thinks I'm trying to kidnap her and molest her.
Yeah, I guess so.
This creepy man keeps calling me Erika.
Oh no. So you can give us a wits check, Nancy, if you would, but I need 2 successes from you. So Spider, you're outside looking at, and there's nobody about. There's a truck. There's like a truck, not a truck, like a Ford van. Like it's not a Ford van, but a Ford van comes. You can, but if you do, you're going to lose lots of hope if you push that. You're going to lose at least 2 hope if you push it.
Yeah, I'm going to push that. I think it's important that I find my friend.
It's fucking important.
And they say,
come on.
This Ford.
I got 2 successes. That's enough, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what you needed. It is exactly what you need. So
I was a bit worried because Erika's came up and I'm like,
You just hear a phantom whisper in your ear, "Let her die."
Not on my watch. I'm gonna bring you to the last game in a fucking box. That's what this game is about.
Characters fucked. Let me roll a new one.
No, not on my watch.
So Spider, you're outside looking like kind of what you're running around the car park, looking around the hotel. You don't see anybody. You can see no sign of Erika. You have to step out of the way as this Ford van, like transit van, comes from around the side of the hotel and drives out of the car park. You briefly catch sight of someone in the driver's seat wearing a yellow baseball cap. Nancy, you managed to get the camera. You managed to kind of lock. You don't understand why it's locked up, but you eventually managed to get it working. Get access, tap it, get onto the camera feed, and you see Erika. Flicking through the cameras, you eventually see Erika just a few moments ago. She stood in reception. You can see Jack. He's on the phone. Spider disappears upstairs. And you see Erika go through this side door, this door to the side of the reception.
Okay, I'll holler out quick to Spider. Was like, she went into the staff area, but I'll shout it really loud.
Oh, Jackson, that's the basement. If she's gone down there, Renels would have seen her.
If I hear that.
Well,
no, you're outside. You're outside.
Oh, even if I holler it out.
Yeah, he's outside. He's outside. Yeah.
Oh. I'll write a note very quickly, not give it to the robot,
Paper airplane it out.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just shout if anyone says like, my friend has been gone to the basement, so anyone can hear this.
There's
in
just
case
you.
any
There's just
humans-
there's just you, Jack, and maybe a couple of the service droids.
Okay, I will add to that. If my friend has gone to the basement, if any
I'll go.
droids
I'll go.
would like a better wage and freedom, they will repeat this message to a man who looks scary and a man who doesn't wash his hair. Peace out. And then I'll go.
And Jack kind of just like sort of looks at you. He's put a look on his face.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at Jack and be like, if anything happens to you, you were the last person she was with. That's not gonna look good in a DNA test. Okay?
What? I'll.
Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. You heard me.
Okay. I'll ask Renelle when she comes back if she's seen her.
Well, I'm gonna go down and I'll rush downstairs.
Oh no, you can't go down there.
Fuck you! I said you can't tell me what to do.
It's staff only. You
gonna
can't go
go.
down there. Okay, so you go. Yeah, you open the door and there's a set of stairs that go down into the basement.
I'll be like, Erika or the redhead lady, can you hear me?
Okay, there's no response. Like heading down the steps, you find there's like a corridor. There's several corridors that run, and this is quite huge. It's a huge basement. There's several corridors running in all directions, and various storerooms off of each of the corridors. Checking from room to room. You find, like I say, you find there's like cleaning materials. There's like things for maintaining the hotel. You find a room that where there's like things for repairing the Neurocast and droid and the robots. You find a room with like several robots up on rigs in half constructed. And you find a small room at the back of the basement that just pretty much, it looks like a bedroom. It's just, well, it's a bedroom. Just a really small room, contains a bed and like a locker. But there's no sign of anybody down here.
Okay, I mean, I'll be shouting out like, the whole thing like, oh, you lost your memory, it's me, it's your friend, like, basically in case she can hear me and understands the words. But yeah, I guess, so I get to the kind of bedroom area then.
Yeah, and there's nobody down here.
Well, I saw her come down here on the cameras, right? So
You did. There is so at one end of the corridor there is like a door to a rear exit that comes out of the side of the hotel.
I mean, can I look in case there's like
Side exit.
anything suspicious, like blood marks or scuffle marks
It's
or
always
anything?
wits rolls, isn't it? It's always wits rolls. So give us a wits roll. I
Sure.
guess it will be. I want 2 successes on it again though.
Oh no! I'm gonna push it again. Is
All
it gonna
the
be really bad if I
threes.
push it?
There's no hope loss on that at the moment.
That was 6 threes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dear.
Oh, no,
that's-
that was-
no, that's no successes and 1 hope lost.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Fair
The
enough.
TPK is incoming. He never got us last night. This is what this is all about, Therator's. Because he never got us last night. He's like, I'll fucking get them in electric state.
One death was not enough. One
Yep.
death was not enough.
Okay, so Spider, there's no sign. There's nobody. There's no sign.
I'll go
around
back
here.
in then. I'll go back
Yeah.
in.
And you go back in, and there's
Look for Nancy.
Jack is at this side, studying this open door. At the
Jack,
side, just to the side.
where the fuck's
Kind of set
Erika?
back from. I've told you, I haven't seen it.
I left her with you. I left her with you a minute ago.
I know. We've been looking on the computer. Your friend, the young girl, she was able to get the camera footage up. She saw it looked like she went down into the basement. Your friend's gone down the basement. I've told her she's not
Where?
going down there. It's
Show me where.
It's staff only. It's just And it's
Show me where.
Down here.
Right, I'll go down there.
It says you're not allowed down there. Where are you
I
going?
don't fucking care. I'm going to find my friend.
Okay.
Oh, you fucking imbecile.
Okay, so yeah, you go down to the basement. You see exactly the same. There's nobody down here. There's like various storerooms. You find a couple of rooms that have got like all supplies for repairing the Neurocaster and repairing the robots. There's
Erika, where the fuck are you?
Robots in the sort of half built, hanging from rigs, and you find Nancy stood in a corridor at the corridor at the far end of the basement. There's a small bedroom, and then there's a corridor that runs to a door that like a side exit from the hotel.
Erika, if you don't listen to me and fucking trust me, you're gonna end up fucking dead. Someone's gonna murder you here. You need to trust us.
I'll be like, I don't think she's down here because I've been shouting.
Then where the fuck is she? I'm gonna start looking around the place. Is it dark or is there a light?
No, it's all lit up.
So there's nowhere she could be hiding, like.
No, she's not down. She's clearly not down here.
Well, I'll go back.
I can't remember his name, but I'm gonna call him Danny DeVito. But Danny DeVito told us that other woman was down here and should have seen her. So I'm gonna say, like, I think there's something suspicious because did she come from the staff only door before?
What woman are you talking about?
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Well,
there was...
no, you didn't see her. You didn't see her. No.
Who are you talking about?
She came from.
What women, Nancy?
Danny, Dan, Jack, Julie said that there was a woman down here, but she's gone out, so maybe we need to question her because
what woman?
Erika's not here.
What woman? I just saw a woman drive past in a truck a minute ago.
Did she have overalls on? And
yeah, she did. I thought I thought it was a man at first. She had a hat on and the hair. You couldn't see any long hair, and she had overalls on it. But it was a woman in a yellow hat and blue overalls.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe she knows something though. If she was down here just before us, maybe we need to run after her or something.
I'll run out and see if that truck's still out.
Oh no, it's gone. It drove out the car park.
Do I remember what colour truck it was and stuff?
No, it was a white Ford.
White Ford.
White Ford Transit van.
A white Ford Transit van it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Or the equivalent.
We need to go and find out who that woman is, where she lives. Erika's in the back of her van. There's mad shit going on here. Somebody's kidnapped Erika.
Well, let me check the cameras again. Can I try and get Dan? Is it Dan? I just want to call it Danny.
Jack.
Jack. Can I be like, Jack, can we check all the cameras? Because you must have cameras from all the exits, right? In case anyone leaves.
Well,
doesn't pay a bill, for example.
Well, yes, but you can't be down in the basement and if you like saying this as you come back upstairs. You can't be down there. It's staff only. It says on the door.
I'll fucking decide, Jack.
The doctor's coming.
Yeah, well, what are you going to say when it's like, oh, by the way, you had sex with my friend, now she's gone missing? It's not going to look good, is it? It's not going to look good. So, it's like, I'm sure you're a nice person, but I think we need to call your mother or your sister. Maybe you're a bit overwhelmed. Or are you going to get these cameras up now?
Yes, go to you know where they are. And he kind of goes round. It goes round back to the computer, and it gives you access to the computer again.
Like, move away, Granddad. I'll be
Jack, I'm going to whisper over in Jack's ear. If my friend shows up dead, Jack, I'll fucking fry your testicles in a pan and eat them.
It's nothing to do with me. I told you I was following the doctor. She's your friend. You should be you should be looking after your friend. I was following the doctor.
If my friend shows up dead, I will mail you to your mother.
She's dead.
I will mail you to her.
Your mother's dead? I thought your mother ran the hotel.
Well,
anyway, I'm busy on the computer.
Yeah, so
you'll be seeing her soon if my friend shows up dead.
So you're flicking through the cameras. Obviously, there's no cameras in any of the rooms. So there's cameras in the reception, the restaurant, the kind of dining area, in the bar. There's cameras in the corridors upstairs. There's cameras like monitoring the car park, the front. But there's no cameras in the basement.
Oh no, but I mean like the exit from the basement is there?
There's no cameras for the exits. There's cameras on the front of the hotel, but none in the basement, none at all, or from the side of it.
So looking, I guess, from the car park one, there's nothing. I don't see.
So the only thing you see at the car park is you see going for thing. You see Spider in the car park, and then you see this white transit van driving past him and out the car park.
Shit, that's can I do the old 90s thing? I'm like enhance. Keep I can see the number plate on it.
You can see the number plate anyway, though. Yeah.
Okay, for my own 90s recollections, I'm gonna like enhance it and then jot down the number plate in case it's useful. But I'm actually generally a little bit more.
So while you're doing this, that's Renell's.
I'm gonna grab Jack. I'm gonna grab Jack by the scruff of the neck when he says that. As soon as he says that, I'm gonna pull him so close to my face and where the fuck does Renell live? What's her address?
Let go of me. Let go.
I don't let go of him.
Okay, you can give us. You have to give us an intimidation roll. It won't require much.
That does not require a roll. He's fucking intimidated. Everyone watching is intimidated.
So give me a. It's gonna be empathy. Of course, it's gonna be empathy.
Yeah, we love empathy. Because none of us have it in real life, so it's nice.
But you can have a bonus dice because you are imposing, and he is a bit of a wimp.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What you got?
Now this did.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to push it.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, it sucks. I
Oh
lost.
wow. You lost 3 hope because that. It kind of like just grabs your hand and pulls it off his shirt. Maybe like pulling it, tearing a button
that puts me down. That puts me down to 0 hope.
Oh gosh! Oh yeah! Oh this! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
So yeah, you pull it. She says, "I don't know who you think you are. This is my hotel. You won't tell me what to do in my hotel. I was phoning the doctor to help your friend. You're the one that abandoned your friend." And I think, and when he says that, that is what triggers your mental break.
Must be.
Boy.
For fuck's sake, everyone's doing it today.
And I'm just like, and I suddenly think he's right, and it's all my fault, and she's dead in the back of a van, chopped up, getting fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's my fault.
Phobic, you become phobic of something connected to your trauma. Every contact with your what will be something of your phobic of? Well, I have to think about that.
A fat bald man. Every time he sees a fat bald man.
I'll have to think about that. Yeah. So maybe it doesn't kick in straight away, but yeah, you feel exactly what you said. You feel.
What about if he
failure? Sense of failure.
What about if he loses something because he's lost someone? If he loses anything, he goes.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. But yeah, I'll come up with something specific. But yeah, something that's exactly along those lines we're thinking on that. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Xanax and Wegovy.
Okay.
I'm gonna be waking Cade up soon as like Cade, everyone's gone or crazy or crazy and gone.
Yeah.
So
like you're just sleeping at the moment in his bedroom, like, oh, I'm fine.
It's like I know you might have killed someone, but it's got worse. So wake up.
Is there anything that can wake me up from my sleep?
Oh well, bro,
if I get chance.
It's in their hands now, bro. We can sit back and watch them save our lives.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah. So where Nancy's there, and so yeah, she's when Jack says it, kind of like just totally takes Spider by surprise as he kind of rebuffs him and just stands up for himself, despite his like diminutive height. And Spider is just totally taken aback, and the words just you can see the words like just hit him, and it just like sits. Maybe he walks away, quietly walks away, and just sits down heavily in the chair, just staring blankly at the wall. So it's my fault. It is. It's all my fault.
I'm gonna try and get him back to the room with Cade, and then I'll
So
be like,
you can attempt to rally him then. So you can give us a empathy check. See if you can rally him for a moment.
You got this. You got this. Yeah, you got it. One
Okay,
success.
Yeah,
Don't push it.
So you can have a one hope back then.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have a mental trauma, but you get one hope back.
We meant to be. I'll be fine.
oh, yeah, I'm gonna walk him up to the room,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Nancy's
And then I
gonna
guess
save the day.
Kate's had what, like two hours sleep or something?
Maybe about an hour and a half.
I feel like I'll just like kick the door open. I'll be like, Kate, it got fucking worse, and I've had no. Yeah, no, it's fine, but Erika's gone. She may have been kidnapped, and Spider's a little bit strange.
Wait, what's the fucking clock? What happened? What?
It's not yet brunch. It's about what 10:30, 10. It's like nearly brunch.
Wait, so it's 2 hours. What the fuck happened those 2 hours?
A lot happened. Do you remember when you had 2 hours in the sauna and someone died? But we had 2 hours downstairs. So.
Oh my fucking.
I'm like, can we just torch the place? I'm so done with this. Let's just burn everything. You with me? Let's burn it down.
That could hurt my PR in the future if that comes out. I'll burn this place. And let me just get my clothes on, for fuck's sake.
I mean, I've seen it all before. It's fine.
How you
I mean, not in a creepy way. Not like I take your clothes off at night and look at you. I mean, like I've seen like what a male body looks like.
Okay, I take your word for it. Not really, but let me just put my clothes on. Oh my days. And then I took a pistol in my fucking jacket. Alright. Where is Erika?
We have no fucking. She may have been kidnapped. She may be.
She has been kidnapped.
Just asleep. She might be asleep somewhere. We don't know, but we think it's more nefarious.
She has been kidnapped. Did you find out where this woman lives?
The kidnapper is a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
well-
think so. We've got a
Was-
number plate. Yeah, we have an address from the guy downstairs.
Do we have an address? Right. Let's get in the car. Let's go.
She lives in the basement. You found a bedroom.
Oh shit!
Oh, she's going
So
somewhere.
where was she going in the van? I saw her leaving here in a van.
Oh, okay. Maybe we need to call the cops and tell it about maybe.
Yeah.
So-
No,
Yeah,
don't call
get
the cops. The
involved.
cops are fucking weirdo murderer. Remember?
The fat
don't
Danny
know.
DeVito man is just shouting at conspiracy theories.
I
He
don't
calls me
know.
conspiracy
I
theories.
believe
right?
him. I believe Danny DeVito for some reason.
Well, we
Believe
don't
him.
have the resources. The police has the resources. We don't have the fucking resources.
Oh, but remember the roads are closed, so this person's not going to get far anyway unless they go the other way, right? Did they close all
Unless
the
they're
roads?
in
or did they
cahoots
close
with the
some of
fucking
roads? All
weirdo
the
that's
roads.
closing the roads, Nancy. They're in cahoots.
Oh my fucking. So if not calling the police,
I
what the fuck-
reckon we're gonna have to go to the fucking. So, this, not the sheriff's house, but this guy who's pretending to be the sheriff. We need to find where he is, his location, and because that's where I fear Erika is.
Oh, we know kind of where he is because he's operating out of that mansion, right? Like
Perez
the
mansion.
weird mansion.
Yeah.
So we know where he is.
I think we need
so
to go
could-
there. I'm worried she's there.
Okay, you can
Did you see
drive. I need
Reach-
to. You need to drive there, Spider, because I need a little, like, any second, like, more than 5 minutes now.
I'll
I
drive
think.
there with my one hope, Nancy. No bother.
Yeah, I need to. I'm fucking tired as well. But do you remember which direction that fucking car drove? By the way, do you know which road it took?
I know which
when it
direction it left. The hotel.
No.
Yeah,
car park.
we saw the.
You saw it
saw
leave
the
the
camera,
hotel.
right?
You saw it leave the car park. You don't know which way it went.
But we know where that mansion is, though.
No.
What do you mean, though? Nancy
you
looked it
know where it
up on the Googles.
You can easily ask. Jack though, because he told you about like. How
Hate
the,
this
sheriff
bastard.
is
I'm
a-
going to headbutt Jack.
Let me talk to this Jack fellow.
We'll bite Jack's nose off.
Yeah, let's
I
let
can't, 'cause
Cade have a go.
Jack made me feel like Jack made me feel this big.
So yeah, I have my
Nancy
clothes
thought-
on. I'm bringing my guitar just in case. If you have to
Okay,
leave.
Yeah, so you speak to Jack, and he's clearly annoyed about the altercation that's gone. But he tells you about Perez, and he's as you probably know, and he certainly makes it known that he's no fan of Perez. In fact, Perez isn't popular with a lot of the locals, and it's like as you know, Perez is putting up the sheriff and his men at the moment at his mansion, which is, so if we go to, we'll go to the Liberty map, I guess. So, well, if it's not already obvious, where's mine pointed on? Yeah, it's there. The Perez mansion. It's here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to go to Pots and Perfumes, so that's cool.
I'm just gonna ask.
We're not stopping on the way, Nancy.
It's a shopping
Yeah.
day.
We're not.
We're not fucking stopping
That's
at the shop on the way.
Look, Nancy. As much as I dislike Erika, we need to still find her. We need to fucking find her.
What do you mean you dislike Erika?
She's been
Dickhead.
questioning me all fucking time about my background, my story. Not
And rightly so, you weirdo.
what the fuck. Anyway, Jack, do you know where Rinell were going? Did she say what she was gonna do when she left the hotel?
Who?
The
Kate.
woman from the basement.
Oh, Rinell.
Rinell.
She said she was going to pick up some supplies.
And where does she get those supplies from?
I don't know. It depends what she was going to get.
Pots and Perfume, I think.
We're not going to the perfume. Even though I would like to have some perfume for the concert, but anyway, so we don't know where she's gone, and so they have blocked the roads, so she's still in the vicinity somewhere. Okay. So the mansion is the only way then.
Well, if we go now and start driving there, we can like ask people if we see anyone on the street, like, did you see a white van like in the last few minutes? And they might be like, oh yeah, it went down that road. So
I think we
might be
head
able
to the
trace it if we
mansion.
go
I
now.
think we should go to the mansion.
Yeah, but I mean, on the way, if we see like any street
Aye.
kids, we can be like, oh, did you see like
Yeah,
a white van? And they might be
we
like,
could,
you know.
we could.
All right, let's do it. And you still want to drive?
We
Spider,
give cigarettes to underage teenagers.
We've only got one left. So.
Yeah.
I've got some, it's fine. Got some for a good cause.
Okay. So are you driving, Spiders, or I drive? You decide.
I'll
I'm
drive.
not driving. I'm too tired. I think I'll crash.
Don't ask me
Yeah,
to push. Do not ask me to push any rolls, though.
So you're driving the Shaggin' Wagon Mark II to the Perez mansion.
Aye.
Okay.
So I smash
But
through
yeah,
the
but-
security gate if it's closed. Fucking hell.
But if we see anyone on the street, we will stop and ask them, you know, while we're going down Hurton Street.
I mean, we could probably stop at
whatever.
Laura's on the way and ask them if they
Stop
see
some-
the car driving by.
Some kid skateboarding in the streets. I'm like, hey, fucking Tony Hawk. You seen a white van
Oh,
go
well,
past?
I'll be if Spider's driving, I'll be actively looking out the window for the white van in case it's
Yeah.
parked up anywhere.
Yeah, same.
Okay, 1 second.
Is this a pub along the way, Phil? Laura?
Well,
Alright.
this is so. You tell me which route you're taking. So if you get the pen, can get the pen from the left hand side. You can draw the route.
Left hand side. I mean, Spider is driving, so he should maybe draw where he wants to drive.
I don't know why
Yeah,
it's
so
not working. The drawing tool's not working.
So you pick the drawing tool, and then
That's a
and then
fucking-
the
that's a
squiggly
circle.
one, the squiggly one, the one that looks like a squiggly signature.
It's freehand if you
Yeah.
go over it.
Oh, cool.
There you go. So you're taking that route.
Nice.
Ignore the wee circle. He doesn't do a wee.
I love that.
I drew that by accident
Do a donut.
first.
Did a donut.
Ignore that. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay. So
Just doing it for like a Need for Speed movie right now. Hell yeah, let's do it. No, Fast and Furious. That's what I was going to try to reference. That's the movie.
I don't do that wee circle that you see. That's a thing I drew by
Yeah,
accident.
yeah.
I'm
No,
wrong.
you have to. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
Maybe I do. Maybe like sees a cat in the road and he's like.
do a drive skill.
And that's a full 360, donut to get round it.
Okay, so one of you, who's looking out for like somebody to ask, maybe these some kids on the street. One of you can roll a d6 from the dice tray.
You want to do it or shall I do it, Martin?
Okay, I think Cage, you do it because you've
Okay,
been asleep
let's
for a
see.
bit. You wreck the game like we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Just fun to wreck the
Four.
game. You've been sleeping.
Okay, so it's close to 6. So you're heading down as you head down from the Amador Inn across town, past the Liberty Church, down past Lorry's, which is this really scummy looking hotel.
Always a
Like
hotel,
a
okay.
real roach hotel. And as you're passing one of the side alleyways, you spot a group of teenagers that looks like the same kids you saw outside the Amador Inn last night, but they're down this back alley, and pretty much as soon as you catch sight of them, you lose they disappear down as another side street. But that's like right down the far end of this like back alley, running across the back of lorries.
Okay, but it was not the same kids, I think, from that day.
It might have been the same kids. I mean,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a small town, so maybe. I'm just going to tell Nancy and Spider. I think I saw maybe the same group of kids down that alleyway. They just disappeared. There's bears down there.
Right, we'll try and. Do you really think we need to speak to them? Is it more important than getting to the mansion as quick as
I
possible?
mean, just quickly. I'll just
Right,
like.
okay.
I'll quickly run out. I'll run out the car quickly and be
So
like,
they've gone. You've lost that. So as soon as Cade saw him, he kind of saw him down the far end of this back alley, round the back of lorries, and it's kind of
So
spotted them
we're not getting any of the kids.
as they like disappeared.
Nah, right, okay, just fucking make it to the I'm just gonna
Yeah.
to
Okay.
the mansion then.
Okay. So you follow. So you ignore.
I'll just scream out, I wanted to buy some Oxy, punks!
So you pause for a moment, and then carry on driving down the street and turning off past Al's Food and towards the Perez mansion. As you come inside the Perez mansion, this place is built like a fort. It's got the walls have been built up. There's like razor wire running around the tops of the walls. There's even to the point that they're like makeshift sort of wooden watchtowers built inside the walls.
Oh, okay. That's
And there's this huge, heavy, reinforced metal gate that's on sort of runners. So meanwhile, so Erika, you kind of start to come to. You feel so you can hear the sound, vaguely aware the sound of like a vehicle engine, and like the ground being jostled around, like as it bumps over, as it drives over like an uneven surface. And then it comes to a halt. As you kind of try to move, you realize that your wrists and your ankles are bound tightly with something really tight. that it's cut so much so that it's cutting into your painfully cutting into your wrists and your ankles, and you can't see, it's black. You realise there's like a sack or something over your head and your shoulders. And then you can't.
Oh shit.
You shout, so you call out, and then you hear there's no reply. You hear a door open, and you feel like like that as the it rocks, the vehicle rocks a little bit as somebody gets out of the vehicle, and then you hear another door just behind you open, and there's a breeze. You can feel and see. You can feel the heat of the sun, and you can feel a little bit of light coming through the sack. And then you feel hands grab hold of you and pull you out, and your feet kind of like lifting you up, and your feet like dragged across the back edge, your feet they drop to the ground.
I hog-tied in the back or the front?
In the back. You were hog-tied in the back. Oh, well, yeah, back of somewhere. And you hear this. You hear this voice, this woman's voice. Everywhere's sick. It's infected with a virus. The fear system. It's broken. We need to deconstruct the things that are infected with the virus. And you hear a screech of an eagle somewhere high overhead, and then you're suddenly blinded by the bright light as this sack is pulled off your head. And you can see the sun kind of coming up in the kind of, it's still low in the sky because it's still early, and here again you see this eagle flying overhead, and you see this woman with the yellow baseball cap, with the dungarees. We need to deconstruct those that are infected. And then you see that she hefts this axe, and that's where we will leave it.
Oh no! Oh no! That's what she was dismantling the corpses like robots.
I'm about to get dismembered.
Oh
Maybe
no!
maybe she's gonna cut you out of the bombs and be nice about it.
Oh shit!
No. She's crazy.
Oh shit! Do we still do XP with a cliffhanger like that, Phil?
I guess we still do XP. We just do it at the end of the session.
Wow!
We do it at the end of this session. Yeah, because we do.
Yeah, we always do it at the end of the session. Yeah.
I will say that I think we can all agree this is totally Bruce's fault, because as we know in all horror movies, when a female character has sex, they have to die within hours of that happening. So it's
Like if we're going with movie tropes, then yeah.
It's not really our fault. It's like you didn't understand how the world works.
Like it says it in the rules in scary movies, like don't do this, don't do that, don't have sex. Like,
and it's the 90s, so you should have known this.
Yep. Scary movies canon.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's okay. I have a backup kit for a while.
Yeah. You've needed to have one ready for a wee while. It's might come in handy. Wow.
Oh no.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Phil.
That was a crazy episode. That was
very crazy.
That's something else.
Oh
we'll
my days.
I mean, I'm happy that I'm kind of the OG. I'm like, someone might be in the coffin at the moment. But
You might be the only surviving original character, Martin. Aye, pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Should we do this XP then and then get finished?
Yeah.
That was wild. Who's first?
Where's the? God, I'm gonna find it.
Well, Erika doesn't get XP.
Hold on, I'm going
Nah,
Super Scion.
She might survive.
She might survive. Like I said, maybe.
No, she's past development
I've
though. She did the
already-
thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. She is
I've ascended beyond
She's ascended.
your petty things.
true.
She's fucking fried her brain, and now she's gonna get chopped into pieces and dammered.
No, maybe the other. we're gonna be hopeful. Maybe she's just helping her out of the bonds.
Who's going first then? Would you like to go first, Martin?
Sure. Yeah,
Whoa.
Nancy finally got to be super defiant today because Danny DeVito, as we've now named him, was not very happy when I was like, fucking use your computer! And she does not like when he tells her that she can't do something, so I think she definitely fulfilled that. And she definitely was writing this all in her book in the bath with like, yeah, Kate killed someone. No, I mean, she's not a chance to write that her friend has been kidnapped, but yeah, definitely I think with the
100%.
Danny DeVito defiance
100%.
thing, yeah. I think
Yeah,
she did
yeah.
that today.
100% yes. Go for it.
Okay, yeah, and of course you like tell you like when he told you not to go down the basement and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she got. I like that actually. I think she was. She's a teenage rebel today to the core. Yeah, it was fun.
So, which one of your 4 attributes best represents what you feel you learned during the session?
Oh well, I mean, my wits are already 6.
I mean, you can choose your wits to just automatically end up taking some traits instead.
Oh yeah, do you know? Yeah, because I think we did so many fucking wits rolls today, didn't we? So I'm gonna say I'll do the wits one, and then I automatically get a trait.
Oh, if you choose one
right?
that's
Yeah,
60,
yeah,
you
you get a trait,
automatically
yeah.
get a trait, do you?
Yeah, because you're obviously you're going to fail. Well, you're going to fail it, aren't you? And you always, if you fail, you.
I mean,
you get a
That's
trait.
right.
Tell you what,
yeah.
I mean, no, I think that would make sense for my character, yeah, because that's what she used today, yeah. Wits,
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
yeah,
So
so-
you can
so-
use a trait. So the trait does have to represent something that actually happened.
Okay, I will try and while you're doing everyone else, I'll try and find the
Yeah.
list because I know you posted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Spider. Did Spider act according to his dream or his flaw?
My dream is to get rich quick, and I was obsessed with trying to fucking find some money and steal a wallet. And my flaw is too quick to anger.
Oh yeah, I think you definitely got the flaw, didn't you?
I think I definitely played that. I was
Yeah,
fucking raging. Raging!
Yeah. Although meant to be beaten down by by Dan DeVito.
And then for him to just like break my heart like that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to use empathy. It's going to be empathy.
I am going to tell you what. So I think I'm going to agree with like what Martin suggested and what I was thinking anyway. So I don't know. I haven't got a specific name for it, but your phobia is you daren't leave people on their own.
Leave people on their own in case I lose them.
Like a separation anxiety?
Exactly.
like that.
Fear of
Yeah,
losing
yeah.
somebody, the fear of
Yeah,
losing somebody.
yeah.
I like it, perfect.
Yeah. But anyway, so you can choose one. What attribute best represents what you have learned during this session?
I'm gonna go with empathy.
Okay, so that's a good one. Give us a roll. So you need to roll above your empathy.
So I just roll a d6 and I want to roll above
Yeah,
it.
roll d6. You gotta
Meet
roll
it,
above
beat it, or just above
No,
it.
higher. It's got to be higher.
That's lower. So I get to
okay.
choose a trait.
You get to choose a trait, and the trait must represent something that actually happened.
Okay.
And Veritor, did you pursue your dream or your flaw?
I did not do much for this session, so the only thing I can think of is my flaw when I was sort of being a Karen towards the sheriff. Like, I had to get to Vegas. You can't come and let me stay here. But that's a very weak reason. So I will not say.
It is. It is. I will. Regrettably, I would agree with you. It is a bit weak. So
Yeah, so I don't have anything that I've done. This
Fair
session,
enough.
so.
Okay. And Erika, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I found my trait that I want to take already.
Yeah, me too. I'll say after Brew does her. Come on, Brew. Maybe you got like animal beast strength or teleportation.
I don't think I get anything, do I? I don't make any
shut
rolls or
up!
anything.
No,
Shut
you
up,
still get the
maybe Phil
development
gets-
phase.
Does she?
Maybe Phil get. Maybe
Yeah, why
Phil
does
gets-
it- why-
I thought
why
she
would
had
she not?
ascended
Yeah.
Oh god,
development.
yeah. Oh no, yeah. Sorry, yes, you'd of course, yes, you'd overcome your
overcome
flaw.
a
Yes,
flaw.
yeah, of course, you did. Yes.
You're just having a cigarette like, I'm better than everyone else. That's why I'm
Yeah.
in this predicament.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I was gonna get taken to a tea party or something, but nope, just gonna get butchered.
Boston Tea Party. Yeah.
You still have a chance to survive. Just believe.
Yeah. About to get deconstructed.
Deconstructed.
Is that
Maybe
everybody
using
done?
this
Is
one
it?
arm. Who knows?
What?
Did you do your starter?
I did
Yeah.
mine. Yeah, there were nothing I could think of from the session I have done with my floor.
What are your 2 things that you add to? Because maybe we can help. So one's
Dream
draw-
is take the role of a rock that is rightfully yours. My flaw is
Okay.
you believe you are the center of the universe, even the small, shabby one you now inhabit.
Maybe you didn't do
I'm
yours
trying to
tonight.
think. Yeah, I'm trying to think today.
Can't always
Yeah,
win
no.
them all, I think.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right. Yeah. So that's so yeah. With that, we're done.
I've chose my thing. I've
Okay.
So I've got 2. Either personally, I think I should have intuition, which I think could definitely help us in this game. Which means that the DM has to give me some information because I think
Oh, that's a good
reasonably,
one.
I think reasonably I worked out without metagaming the situation that she'd gone through a certain door and I was trying to figure out. So I think Nancy maybe had a second sense, or electronics because she figured out the computers. So whatever.
Yeah.
I think intuition.
Yeah, I think intuition's a good skill anyway.
Intuition's good
I
and
think
handy. I think
intuition is-
computers might be handy as well, but intuition I think's a winner. Mine I chose
Yeah.
menacing. You can roll for strength instead of empathy when threatening someone, and you get +2 dice.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah. Okay. And so with that, that brings us to the end of this session.
Oh, do you want to hear does the audience want to hear my secret theory, which is totally wrong?
Go
Give
on.
us
I
the
did have a
secret theory. Yeah,
No,
it's always good to end on people's theories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
go
tell
with
us.
the
So
secret
the
theory.
secret theory was because obviously, as we have established, there is a secret Asian mafia going on in this game. So I was like, so this Asian
go.
woman has been dismembered, and in the first game, we were pretty sure that there was an Asian kid messing around in a robot, and then Brew got overcome when she tried to figure that out. So I reckon it's the little Chinese kid or Vietnamese or whatever Asian kid just fucking around with us. I don't think that's true now, but for a few minutes I was like, I've cracked this. I know the fucking game fell.
Thank you,
I
Martin. The
didn't.
world needed to hear that.
If you want to understand what I said, you need to watch episode 1, and then you'll be like, oh yeah. You can
It's
see
true,
the
it's true.
yeah.
Right, thank you very much
What
for the
episode
game,
one?
Phil. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Brew. Thank you, Territor. That was a wild ride from start to finish.
That was a wild one. I loved it. That was
Thank you, viewers, for
fantastic.
watching. We'll see you all in 2 weeks for session 9. I'm RxOliver. These are my wonderful friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.